Hello, Sea Otter families and all the families at Phyllis Bodell. I hope everyone's doing well. I found one of my old favorite books, The Adventures of Brownie and Puff. So there's a bunch of short stories in here, so I'm going to continue to read them and share. The Adventures of Brownie and Puff. I wonder what this book is going to be about. Do you have any ideas? Brownie and Puff. Brownie, a lively puppy, and Puff, a greedy little kitten, lived in the same house. They were good friends and not at all alike. Those dogs and cats who don't get along well. In fact, Brownie and Puff played together all day long. One day, Brownie and Puff found a hole in the garden. "I wonder what's down there," said the puppy. The kitten answered, "Why don't you take a look, Brownie? Maybe you'll find something good to eat." Brownie quickly jumped into the hole. Then, just as quickly, he jumped out again. "Oh, oh," howled Brownie. "Something bit me. It was a snake!" But it wasn't a snake at all. It was only a little rabbit. And he poked his head out of the hole, looking very cross. "You woke me up, kitten," he said to Puff. "I'm going to tell your mother." "It wasn't I who woke you up," Puff answered. "It was Brownie. And he didn't even know you were down there." But the rabbit was so angry that he wouldn't listen to a word that Puff had to say. Brownie and Puff went for a walk by the side of a brook. They saw a fish swimming in the water. "What a nice fat fish," said Puff, who was always hungry. "It would taste good. I'll catch it." "Be careful," warned Brownie. "The ground is slippery here. You may fall in." But Puff said, "You're always afraid, Brownie. Why can't you be like me? I'm not afraid, and you could be sure I won't fall in." Puff spoke too soon. He bent over to catch the fish with his paw, but the ground was slippery. With a great splash, he tumbled into the brook. Puff didn't like getting wet, but he had caught his fish. As he floundered around, he held it tightly in his mouth. Brownie looked down at the kitten. "I warned you," he said, "but you never listened to me." "Oh, stop scolding," said Puff. "Help me get ashore with my fish. This water is cold." When Brownie and Puff returned home, they found a little mouse caught in the trap. "I think I'll eat the mouse," said Puff, in his greedy way. "I'm still hungry." "You're not going to eat that mouse at all," said Brownie. "It's a nice little creature. Let it go." For once Puff listened to Brownie, and the mouse ran off as fast as its legs could carry it. Puff sighed as he watched the tiny animal scurry into a hole. But then he shouted happily, "Look, that mouse didn't eat the cheese. I'll have it for dessert." Puff moved so quickly that his tail was caught in the trap, and down he went with a bang. Oh no. The cheese tasted good, but now Puff was thirsty. "Brownie," he said to his friend, "there's a bowl of milk on the table. I'm not tall enough to reach it. Will you please get it for me?" Brownie tried, but down came the bowl. It hit Puff on the nose as it fell. He didn't mind, for he lapped up every drop of the milk. At last he had enough to eat and drink. The end. The next story is going to be Brownie and Puff at the beach. Thanks for listening. Have fun. I miss everyone.